Oh my gosh, are you ready for this? Are you ready for March? I mean, are you feeling lucky? Are you feeling the springtime vibe? Yeah, me neither. Seriously. I mean, I don't know what's going on. It's just not in it yet. Maybe once I actually get to March, I'll feel it. All right, so March. Okay, here we go. So on the 1st, we're starting off March 1st with a square. The moon is square, not just Venus, but Venus and Mars. Ooh, that's fun, isn't it? Yeah. So then we're moving into the 9th of March, where Mercury moves into Aries. This is a good thing because honestly, Mercury doesn't like being in Pisces, so this has been a tough pill to take for a lot of us that are ruled by Mercury, but for all of us that are trying to communicate. I mean, really. So then on the 10th, we have the new moon in Pisces that hits its peak at 5 a.m. It is also daylight savings time for those areas of the U.S. that like still do daylight savings time. I know it's kind of getting old, isn't it? Yeah. Then on the 11th, we have Venus moving into Pisces. Yeah. The 17th is St. Patrick's Day. Woohoo! Yeah, get out your shamrocks and green beer. I know, so much fun. On the 19th, we have the sun moving into Aries. We also have the spring equinox and the International Astrology Day. Shut up. Very exciting. On the 22nd, we have Mars moving into Pisces, not far behind Venus. Then we have a lunar eclipse. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do this without my glasses. We have a lunar eclipse in Libra on the 25th. Full moon in Libra that hits its peak at 3 a.m. Lunar eclipse in Libra. This is a big deal. We still have that Aries and Libra are on the ecliptic because Aries is hosting the North Node. That means Libra is hosting the South Node. Then, of course, we have Easter for those of you that are celebrating Easter on the 31st. Now, at the end of March, that leaves us with one planet plus South Node in air, two planets in Earth, two planets plus North Node in fire, and four planets in water. So we've got Pluto in Aquarius, Mars, Saturn, Venus, and Neptune in Pisces. In Aries, we've got the Sun, Mercury, and North Node. In Taurus, we have Jupiter and Uranus. And in Libra, we have South Node. All right. So now that you kind of know the layout, what's happening, like mostly astrologically, I water it down a lot for the intro to numerology, mostly because this is numerology and not astrology. But it's important that you know some of the stuff that's going on astrologically because it can affect you like throughout the month. So that's why I do it that way. All right, here's a couple of suggestions that I had from some people. Well, it's not a couple, it's a suggestion. Was to introduce the cards first thing so that I don't have to do it on every video. It's a good suggestion, viable. I'm in. So, the first card deck that I'll be reading from is the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards, the usual suspects, and the Healing Oracle Crystal Reading cards, if I can get it in focus. What? And because we have an eclipse in March, I am also going to be reading from Moonology, the Oracle cards. I love these cards. They're so incredible. They're awesome. So I throw them in there from time to time. Just, like bringing in a little of Yasmin Boland. I love that. I love those cards. So I think this is going to be a great month. I really do. I always feel like March is the first real, like, energy that we feel in the new year because always January and February are the same month numbers that we have in our life path from November and December. So January is the same number month that we've had in November of the previous year, and December carries over into February. So I know that it's still different because we're in a different vibration, a whole different energy of a new year, but I still feel that carryover from the year before. And I feel like March is the first real like breath of air, the first real feeling that we're going to get from this 44-8 year. It's just an opinion. It's not like gospel or anything. So it's just an opinion. And, take it as you will. But I think that this is really going to be a great month. I do. My cat is messing with my blackout shade again. So if the lighting changes throughout the day as I'm doing these readings, my apologies. I'm not trying to mess with you. I'm not like doing something weird with the light. My cats are not in love with the blackout shade, and I don't know why. It's been there for a long time. But they just seem to want to look out of the windows that have the blackout shades on them instead of the windows that don't have the blackout shades. I don't really get that. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful month. It's going to be a great one. I'm like getting more into it as I am talking. So spring is on its way. Right? We'll stick around. Let's see what's in store for your individual life path number, and we'll see you soon. Hello, Life Path 6. Welcome to your monthly numerology here at Readings at the Round Table. I tell ya, you are doubling down on some really great energy this month. You are. You are in an 8-month. March is an 8-month for you. So when we get into March, you're going to double down on the vibration of the 44-8 year, and you're going to have that vibe of 8 energy flowing through extra in the month. So I love this. I really do. I love it. I want to remind you the mantra of the 8 because this is where I'm going to start with you today. I embrace the power within me while honoring the divinity in others. Yeah. So what you're doing is you are seeing that everyone has something in them that is part of the divine, but you're also honoring your own power. This is going to be great for you, Life Path 6. It really is. So this month for you is about abundance. And again, we're doubling down on that energy of abundance, of understanding like that there's an infinite supply out there. No one is taking what you think is yours. They're not taking it. They can't take what it has been allocated to you. But I will tell you that we all have an opportunity. We all have different opportunities, and some people just act on those opportunities and some don't. So there's enough inspiration, there's enough money, there's enough power going around for everyone, really. This is also a wonderful time for you to set an example of self-empowerment for others. Now, I want to tell you right now, when we are working in a place of self-empowerment, Life Path 6, that means that we have had some struggles. That means that we've had some things going on with our lives that we have to be the one to empower ourselves. So this is where you can show people, hey, I did this. I pulled myself out of this bad situation, this relationship, this whatever. I pulled myself out of that. I found a new job. I found a new home. Whatever it is, you can say, I overcame these tough situations. That's the kind of example that you can set for them. Because self-empowerment means we're in a bit of a struggle. And I think that it's good for us to, you know, have that like self-empowerment, but it means that you've been through something. You know, it's like a little badge of honor. Yeah. This is a great time of service. This is a time for you to see the best in others. This is definitely a time of karma, of reaping what you've sown. And I don't want to downplay this at all, but honestly, 6, you like harmony, you like, you know, affection, and you like for everything to be like, you know, in balance. Not overly joyous and not too like terribly sad, but you like for there to be a nice balance and to have everything come out in the wash, let's say. And I think this is a wonderful thing for you because you're definitely someone who has probably put out a lot of good energy and maybe has a hard time receiving it. Now's a good time for you to receive some good stuff coming in, Life Path 6. This is an ambitious time, and I think that this is an ambitious time because it has to do with money, it has to do with banking, it definitely has to do with power, and there's nothing wrong with being ambitious. Nothing wrong with being ambitious. I just want to say that. We just don't need to step on everybody as we're trying to climb that ladder, right? The lesson of the 8 is to lead with compassion for others and not from the ego. So again, it's okay to be ambitious. It's okay to want to climb that ladder, but we need to have compassion for other people who are either not interested in climbing as much as we are, who are happy where they are, or maybe that's not their journey. And we don't have to step on other people as we're climbing that ladder. The shadow side. The shadow side of life path, or not life path, of a month of an 8 and a year of an 8, which again, we're doubling down on that energy for you here, Life Path 6, is feeling responsible for other people's choices. This is something that you especially need to be careful about, Life Path 6, because that is something that you naturally do. That's one of your shadow sides, is taking responsibility for other people, taking some of their responsibilities off of them. I see this with mothers and fathers who are a Life Path 6 all the time. They want to take some of the responsibility off of their kids, off of their grandkids, whatever. They want to take that responsibility. They're like, no, I can handle it. I don't want to put this on them. That is a disservice. It is a disservice. Everyone here on this planet, in this plane of existence, has to take responsibility for their actions at some time or another. And if you do not get used to taking responsibility for your actions, it's going to be a really, really crude awakening when you do. And if the first time that you do it is in your 40s or 50s, that's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. So this isn't a time to try and fix others. This isn't a time to try and take the responsibility for their choices. And this is definitely not a time to have attachment to the material. Okay? It's okay to be ambitious. It's okay to want that like money, you know, it's okay to want that abundance coming in. It is. But it's not okay to have such an attachment to the material that you forget to have like the spiritual part as well. I don't think that is going to be as troubling for you, Life Path 6, as it might be for other people when they enter into an 8-month. But because for you, again, you like to have that spiritual connection and an attachment to the physical. You appreciate the balance. You know, sometimes it's a little off kilter, but you try to bring it back into balance as much as you can, Life Path 6. And I think that this is so great. I truly do think this is going to be a great month for you. And remember, this is doubling down on that energy for you. Like everybody else is going to be in a different, a different month. But the thing is, we're all going to be going through this year. At some point or another, the 8 is going to roll around into a month of our life path, and we're all going to double down on that energy. At least once this year. Maybe twice for some of us. Whew. Okay, let's see what we got in the cards for you here. I do think that this is this can be a really great month for you. Okay, we'll start with the crystal cards. See what we pull. I tell you, those cats, I straighten my camera every single, like in between every single video. Ooh, diopside, Mother Earth. Oh my gosh, this is such a beautiful one. But yeah, I straighten my camera in between every single video, and now it's like off kilter again. And you know, that drives me crazy. I'm a Virgo. I can't live like that. Ooh, Kuan Yin, compassion. That makes sense. And last advice card. Ooh, the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Love that. Okay, get out my glasses. Okay, the first card is Kuan Yin, compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. And you know, again, this is a time of seeing the best in others, and this is a time of leading with compassion and not with the ego. That's so perfect. Okay, diopside, yep. There's also a dioptase, that's why I'm double checking. Okay, the first... the crystal card, the crystal card is diopside, Mother Earth. This loving, healing crystal is deeply connected to and aligned with the heart of the earth. The medicine of diopside will gently guide you into the inner chambers of the heart to know your true essence. It encourages you to feel the oneness with the earth and the blessings and healing that comes from such a sacred connection. Mother Gaia shares her medicine of divine love, nurturing, grounding, balance, and deep feminine energy of healing. I love that. Diopside also assists in healing unresolved wounds from your mother or like that bigger feminine energy in your life, which could be a grandmother, a sister, an aunt, or even within yourself. Sorry, I digress. Assist in connecting to the heart of Mother Earth and in receiving her healing energy allows an opening to receive and nurture yourself. Yes, Life Path 6 holds you deep in love as you explore childhood issues and assists in identifying trauma carried from the womb. Okay, full moon in Gemini is next. Okay, full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. This card is a reminder that it's important to speak your truth, but remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion, and that is part of your life path. It's part of your life path to be able to speak your truth. Just saying. Okay, the answers you need may well come soon. The issue you're facing could well be one or few are a few conversations away from being resolved. If you're inquiring about a love situation, a little flirting may be called for. If you're in the middle of an argument, this card comes to you as a reminder of the old non-Gemini message. Least said, soonest mended. Ho, ho, ho. It's good to talk, but be careful. Sorry, my hair's in my eyes. But be careful you aren't causing yourself any issue with your words. Words have enormous power. Oh, yes, it does. Your word is your wand, as Florence Scovel Shinn, a metaphysician, said. You create magic and your own reality every time you express yourself. Have an important conversation, but stay calm. Well, I think this was important. Truly. I think this was this was an amazing message for you here at Life Path 6. I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous March here at Life Path 6. I'm hoping it's gonna be awesome. Yeah. Don't forget to check out your zodiac readings for the new moon and the full moon that are here on this channel every month, as well as some of the new shows that I am putting into the playlist called Reviewed at the Round Table. Most of the shows that are in there right now on that playlist came from my other channel. I'm trying to update them and just make them a little bit better, a little more polished. I've learned some stuff, since I went out on my own. But this is, there's some new things coming to Reviewed at the Round Table, so make sure you check it out. Let me know what you think. All right. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful month of March. And until we see each other again, Life Path 6, get out there and make your magic. Bye.